Hello and welcome back to our Chase the A series here with FC Basel, deeply entrenched in the Premier League here. 10 games in, FC Basel sits second on the table. Wexford Youth in and about in fourth position. So this chase, this competition that we've built here over the, 28 odd episodes is really heating up here, and we're only 10 games into our first season in the Premier League. Now, PSG sit top of the table, but we do have them in the next game. So before we get into that though, let's do a player upgrade. All right, today's player upgrade is for Mario Loeffler. This one comes from RW Gaming. Thank you very much for your comment. It had 3 thumbs up, and he wants the number 55, an untucked tie kit, short sleeves, grey ankle tape, normal sock height, and some orange boots. We found some nice little Umbro boots here that are very Fanta orientated. So Loeffler is upgraded, and he is ready to play. Let's get into the game against PSG. All right, we start this one off with a quick check-in on our youth academy, and Zhongxiang is 85-91, Benjamin Montandon on 86-92, Hassan Amos 91-94, Hernan Luna 89-94, and Telmo Prado 77-94. So some good talent just sitting there, growing in the youth academy. Whether they get the opportunity to come in sometime this season, we'll probably find out later on once they ask to be brought up, because we just don't have any game time for these lads at the moment, and that's why they will just stay in the youth academy. Alright, it is a foggy day here in Switzerland, and it's FC Basel hosting PSG. And it is first versus second on the table, and a chance for us to possibly go top of the table if we can get over the league leaders. It won't be an easy task, of course. This Premier League is full of star-studded teams, and PSG is one of those. Sitting top of the table, only lost 1 game so far this season, and they've picked up 21 points. So I'll be interested to see. A lot of these teams aren't putting out, their best teams against us, which just feels quite surreal. But they're the best defensive team in the league, so you'd assume that they've got some decent defenders and a decent goalkeeper. We'll just have to wait and see what kind of team they have put out on the park for us today. PSG normally pretty much making plays in the transfer market. Obviously, they've just picked up Neymar, not in this one though. Here is the Basel lineup: Sabelli, Stojanovic, Jespersen, Rossi, Martin, De Groot, Noble, Lazarus, Dehaan. Then we have Martin in the cam role. Azevedo and the Lama starts up front today here against PSG. But I'm very interested to see what, it's good to see. I know I'll let these go on a little bit longer. These fucking intros just take forever on FIFA. Why can't they show both team sheets straight up before we get into the game? But here we will get the PSG lineup. And Areola between the 6. Aurier is decent. Krashowiak, yes. Okay. Besic. Okay, they've got Harry Kane, Koke, Iheanacho on the bench. So some of their big name players are there on the bench. Harry Kane, interestingly enough, made the move to PSG. They've obviously spent some money, but not playing in the starting 11. So hopefully he doesn't come on and create too many issues. But FC Basel in a fair bit of form at the moment. Hopefully we can get over PSG. Let's get into this one. Mike Jones is the referee, and Basel and PSG about to do battle. Here's Aurier, he slips forward early. Rossi gets a touch on it, falls to Cagliari. Here's the shot, good save from Sabelli, and he punches it out. Some good work from the Italian keeper, the captain of the club, with Hugo Madrazo out for an extended period of time. He has made that captain's role his own and showing his worth right there with a couple of really good saves. Against 2 PSG forwards, he's punched it out, and it's an early corner here for PSG, and looks like they're playing this one in short. Slips through the middle nicely, Azevedo. No one really coming at him, but he has to hold up. Slips this one forward now, finds the Lama. Thomas Lamas can't get the shot away. Aurier slips this one off. Here's the shot. Sabelli makes the save. Jespersen off to... Oh, no. Great block from Stojanovic. Defensive play there from FC Basel. That is brilliant. And here we have a counter-attack down the line. Finds White. White pushes it down the wing. He works his way inside. Cuts back in on it nicely. Oh, and then just dropped. Earns himself the penalty. And FC Basel, that was a good counter-attack. We defended well, then we've got forward, and we've earned ourselves a penalty here through 5'5" little man White. And we will go to the spot to see if we can take the lead. It will be Thomas Lamas. Can he smack this one in? Oh, save from Areola. That is a brilliant save from the keeper. Here's Dehaan pushing forward, getting close to half-time here. Slips it off. Lamas works the line. Lamas, oh, good save from Areola. Martin's going to pick up the crumbs here. Slips it off, finds De Groot, and it's another good block. He can't get up, and they clear it away, and PSG fight on. Half-time, it's been an absolute, just crazy game so far, but it is 0-0. Oh, White picks his pocket nicely. Slips it forward. Thomas Lamas to finish. Oh, great save, Areola, once again. This keeper is on point. He's saving a lot of shots. Lamas throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him there, and we've got a corner. And it is Dehaan, who seems to have recovered from his injury. Whips this one inside. Lamas gets up. Areola is there. Azevedo down the line. Here's Engstrom. He's just checked in, so he's got some fresh legs and some fresh pace. And he's working his way forward here. Engstrom tries to take the shot. It gets blocked, and Dehaan puts it in. And it is 1-0 to FC Basel while Engstrom comes on and immediately has an impact. We brought him on in a cam roll for White, who was tiring. Gets the shot. Dehaan there swoops in late. Puts it in the back of the net for, his second goal of the season. And it is 1-0 to FC Basel. Yes. Oh, Abdul Haktoure happy with that one. He'll be able to get himself a toupee, get his ponytail back. Oh, good strike and a cracking save from Sabelli. PSG still fighting here. 80 minutes gone, they've got the corner. There's the header from Silva, it's Paul. And there is the whistle, so we hold on, and a 1-0 victory over the top table PSG probably puts us on top of the Premier League. Well, PSG did have 10 shots, we only had 9, and absolute slugfest there in that game. Lucas Dehaan gets an 8.6 man of the match performance. I thought Sabelli did an outstanding job with 6 saves, and Areola had 9 saves. So a good day out for the goalkeepers, but we managed to slip one through, and we take 3 points against PSG. Alright, Scout Report is back here from Finland, and Aleksi Kartunen is probably the man to keep an eye on. 52 to 70, 80 to 94 potential, 6'7", and 220 grand evaluation, but I'm not signing him up. Latonen looks okay at 100 grand as well, so we'll just keep an eye on these guys. I'm only signing up, guys that I feel could possibly squeeze their way into some games. Right, we are here in Norway, and nothing to really keep an eye on. Alright, we are back here in Mexico. We've got Marcio Cuesta, 49 to 65. He's got 110 grand evaluation. We'll keep an eye on him. And an interesting one here is Ismail Sandoval, 53 to 71, 65 to 89 potential, but 325 grand evaluation. So we'll monitor him and see how he's looking next month. All right, here we go. Game number 2, and it is Chelsea at Stamford Bridge hosting FC Basel. Never an easy encounter taking on Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. But hopefully with the form that these lads are in, we can push on here and maybe get a victory on the road at Stamford Bridge. And I wonder what kind of transfers these lads have made through the first 6 seasons of this competition. Yeah, not a bad little win there against PSG, but we'll make some changes to the starting lineup for us today. Cox will come in and start up front, the big Australian unit. And, we've slipped back to 3rd, but it's a game in hand on the teams above us. Chelsea sit in 6th at the moment, and it is tight. It is very tight around the top of the table, right? A really good competition is what we like to see. But I want to see who Chelsea has brought into their side. That is the next question for everyone at home. Matic is still there. He's got the captain's armband. Someone between the 6 called Collins by the looks of things. Not sure where their top line goalkeepers are. Maybe they've underestimated old FC Basel once again. Who have they got? Who have they got? So many formalities. You should be able to hit the skip button and at least see the teams rather than the skip button and get straight into the fucking game. Alright, here's the Chelsea lineup. Collins between the sticks. Okay. Jimenez is there. Renato Sanchez. Okay. So we've got some pace. Courtois on the bench. I mean, come on. I'm the best goalkeeper that they've got. Well, it's fucking slamming in goals. Oh, well, fuck it. We've got Zuck out there. Mistretta is in. Loeffler is in. Harris is in. Engstrom in the cam roll. We're going to try him out today. And Cox is up front. So a big, tall unit up front. Let's see if we can create something here at Stamford. Oh, great challenge from Zuck. Slips this one off. Loeffler. Trying to slip one forward. Cox comes in and gets a good challenge. Slips it off here for Azevedo. Gets the ball forward here to Zuck, the right back. Oh, and everyone's gone down. What is going on? It falls out the back. He takes the strike. It doesn't matter. Engstrom gets a good touch. Azevedo back inside for Engstrom. Oh, Azevedo's got in the way. Harris comes flying through. Zuck sees the run here. Lucas Dehaan slips it backwards. And Matic clears it away. And Chelsea unsure whether to attack or sit back. And Lucas Dehaan. Oh, just crunched. Harris gets the ball off for Engstrom. Slips it off. Here's Cox. He gets the ball off. Lucas Dehaan slips one forward. Loeffler! Oh, just wide. Unlucky. Some good build-up play there from Basel to get the shot. But Loeffler just off target. And we're closing in on half-time. And there is the whistle for half-time. It is 0-0. And his pass is poor. And now Chelsea slips through. Renato Sanchez. Oh, Sabelli! That was fucking majestic. Great save from Sabelli. And Engstrom trying to push it forward. Jimenez gets the touch. Azevedo, what are you doing with your life? Oh, Dehaan picks his pocket. Slips it inside here for Engstrom. He gets it forward. Here's Cox. Into the box. Oh, Cox. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Here's Engstrom. Just takes the game on himself. Slips it back off. Finds Cox. Cox gets the run. Loeffler. Oh, good block from Sanchez. We'll get a corner. Dehaan to deliver. Whips it up and whips it high. Punched out. No, it's gone in and it's Rossi. He gets his first goal of the season. Maybe his first for the club. I'm not too sure. How did he even get to that one? The Mohawks just slipped through and completely deceived Collins. Oh, that is actually a really lovely goal there from Rossi. And it is 1-0 to FC Basel. Get in there. Great work, Rossi. Gets the run here. Azevedo. Loeffler. Harris. Zuck's continue the run on. Zuck takes the strike. Good save from Collins. 80 minutes gone. Waits for the run here from Lund. Lund pushes on forward. Skips past. Does well, Lund. Can he get the finish? No! Where was the hook back? Ah, terrible. Well, there's the whistle. Another victory for FC Basel. 1-0 over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. 16 shots, 10 on target. We were the superior side today and we deserved that win. And Lucas Dehaan with a man of the match 9.0 performance. Alright, third and final game of the episode. Back, well, Premier League action. And it is FC Basel at home hosting Atletico Madrid. Now, we've picked up 2 wins on the trot here. And only 1-0 victories, but that's enough to get us 3 points. That's all we need to do is keep winning. And we can push on here and try and take the Premier League before Wexford Youths can do it. But we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe the table will pop up here and we'll get a look. I want to see who's in this Atletico Madrid side as well. Come on. Get on with the formalities. All right, we are first. Wexford is second, both on 25 points. We're only up on goal difference at the moment. Atletico Madrid not in the top 10. Oh, mate, you couldn't... Mate, could you have written this story even better than it is already? First and second is FC Basel and Wexford Youths in their first seasons in the Premier League. Oh, we cannot afford to slip up here. A couple of changes to the side. Decker comes in the cam role. Demotta Pinto getting a start on the left-hand side. The Lama is back up front. And Santoso joining in with Rossi in the back line. Let's go and see if we can beat Atletico Madrid here. They've still got Griezmann there by the looks of things. I do know that face, even though my knowledge of players is pretty piss poor. Come on. I need to see the team. All right, here we go. Oh, they've got Donnarumma between the sticks. All right, this should be a decent game with a decent goalkeeper there between the sticks. Not 100% sure on the rest of the players, but whoops. All right, come on. I know they've got a decent goalkeeper, so this should be a tough game. Oh, Decker sees the run here. Lucas Dehaan Whips his way through the traffic, takes the strike, it's a poor one. Doesn't even work Donnarumma in our first real challenge forward here, 14 minutes gone. There's Dehaan and he takes off. He's got the pace and space, delivers this one off. Decker, quick touch on. Here's Thomas Lamas to finish. No, Donnarumma with the save. And it's Noble Lazarus recovering the ball. Can he get across? He can. Who's there? No one. It falls out the back. I am De Groot. Oh, Donnarumma. Well, there is half time. It's been a bit of a slug out here, and it is 0-0. Engstrom, great ball. Finds Noble Lazarus on a push forward. Noble Lazarus back to Engstrom. Tries to take a shot, blocked, and will get a corner. Well, Engstrom starting to create opportunities already. I actually like him in this cam roll. Into the box. Falls over the back. Here's the Llama. Can he finish? Oh, he's hit the sidebar! Well, it took a touch, and we will get another corner. Lucas Dehaan whips this one inside. Santoso couldn't get up to that one. Punched it out the back. Here is Dehaan. Chips it over. Oh, what are you trying, De Groot? Dehaan. De Groot. I am De Groot. Oh, it's taken another deflection and another corner. All right, come on, boys. Dehaan whips this one in deep. Engstrom gets up. Donnarumma with a save. Mota Pinto. Did well. Noble Lazarus off to Dehaan. Stojanovic. Akoto, who's just checked in. Cox slips on forward. Engstrom gets the ball forward. Stojanovic. Oh, couldn't pull the trigger. Gets the challenge in. Does well. Here is Cox. Cox! Oh, what a block! Atletico Madrid's defence has been on point today. And we've got a corner. Dehaan whips this one in. Rossi gets a touch. Picked out. No, Rossi's down. He's hurt. Get up, son. Run, Martin. Run, you little bastard. Engstrom. Great ball on. Noble Lazarus laces it, but that is poor. Come on, head down, bum up. Get this fucking win. Well, there's the whistle. A 0-0 draw against Atletico Madrid. 13 shots, 7 on target. We were the dominant side, but we just could not beat Donnarumma. I knew it would be a tough game. How many saves did he get? 6. So, yeah, a pretty decent game. But Noble Lazarus gets a man of the match, 8.4. Alright, time for today's player upgrade. It is the Australian in Harris, and he's got some interesting boots there on there, green and gold. That's Australian colours, my friend, and don't you fucking forget it. But if you want to make any changes to his number or kit, let me know in the comments down below. He's been coming in and playing sort of a backup role in the CDM position and doing a very good job for us. So, yeah, feel free to customise his kit, and we'll get that happening in a future episode. Right, so this is how tight it is at the top of the table. That draw slips us back to second. Schalke have taken the lead now with 27 points. Wexford Youths have 25 points and they sit in 4th position. So I think they might have got a loss. Spurs are up to 5th. And it is Manchester City. Yes, in last position. Suck shit. But that's where we will leave it today. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. Smash the like button. Hit subscribe if you're new around here. And we'll see you in the next video. I'm SparringDK. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And you have a good one.